The U.S. government sent one of their own agents to a Native American tribe to convince them to go to schools and also get jobs, so in order to influence and improve their society. The agent, going to the tribe, realized that he had to speak to the chief and go top down in the chain of command. If he could convince the chief to get on board, the rest of the tribe would follow suit. "Chief," he asked, "we'll get you a good school at a trade school or a college. We'll pay for it. We'll pick you up there and we'll drive you to school and we'll drive you back. We'll even get you a tutor and make sure you get good grades and graduate." The chief of the tribe asked, "Well, why would I want to do that?" "Well, because once you graduate, we'll be able to get you a good job and a good career, and you'll be able to be successful." The chief asked, "Well, why would I want to do that?" "Well, once you graduate and you get a good job, you'll be able to get a salary and you'll be able to get a promotion." The chief asked, "Why would I want that?" "Well, because once you get promoted and you climb the ranks of your job, then, in 40 years' time, you'll be able to retire." The chief asked, "But why would I want to do that?" "Well, because once you retire, you'll be able to do whatever you want. You can hunt all day, you can fish all day, you can sleep all day, whatever you want to do." "But I'm doing that right now," said the chief. You see, it's very interesting, the things that we do in life. The way that we operate and the way that we live, are they the things that are in our alignment? The things that we wish to do, or the things that we have been told and taught that is just the way things are? I remember growing up, it was expected of me to go to college. After I graduated high school, it wasn't really a negotiation, it was just expected that I would find a college to join. And I did, and even though I did graduate from this college, to this day I have not used my degree for anything significant other than to say, I achieved this. I got this piece of paper. Yet there are still many in society today who believe that you have to live life in this way, that there is only one way to live. We must go to school, we must graduate, we must get a job, we must wait, stack up, save, invest, and finally retire, so that eventually we can live our life and do the things that we've always wanted to do. Eventually we can travel. Eventually we can be happy. Eventually. But what if we could do it today? What if we could bypass all the conventions and conventional thinking of yesterday? And what if we could live the way we want to live without giving in to conformity? They say we only get one bite at the apple that we know of in this life. Why would we spend it doing something we don't enjoy and that does not fulfill us? For years, I had jumped from odd job to odd job, doing things that were not in agreement with me, were not in alignment with my soul, did not set my spirit on fire, did not gel with my heart. And I did these things for materialism, for money, just to keep up appearances, for fear of judgment, or just to maintain a lifestyle that wasn't even serving me. But when I think back, I'm glad that I went through those times, because going through that test, it gave me a testimony. It left me a message to know that I don't ever have to live that way again, and that if I do, it is truly a choice. Everything in life is a choice. And we can choose whatever we want in this life. Don't let anyone convince you that you have to do something. I implore you and I urge you to sit down even one day and think to yourself. Take 10 minutes and say to yourself, what do I like to do? What sets my soul on fire? What do I really love doing? What do I most enjoy? And write that thing down. Maybe write 5 of those things. Make a list. And think to yourself, why am I not doing these things? What's stopping me from doing this right now? Whether it's traveling, whether it's a certain profession, a hobby, a gift of yours that you have yet to cultivate. Whatever really brings you joy and lights you up. Ask yourself what I asked myself. Why aren't you doing that now? And what's stopping you from living the life that you are putting off till someday? Instead of one day. Why not let this be day one? Let not another moment pass you by doing something that does not bring you joy. For if you love life, don't waste time. These precious moments we cannot get back. And no one on their deathbed has ever been heard saying, I wish I'd put in more hours in the office. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in Columbia, South Carolina. I trust you received an encouraging message letting you know that doing what fulfills you in life, following your bliss, can really lead to a lot of happiness and satisfaction that comes from within once you allow it to shine. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, subscribe for inspirational messages like this. If you'd like to support, head over to anchor.fm/jshaw, and clicking the support button is much appreciated. Have a blessed day or night, wherever you are, my friend. And as always, take care.